Hey, everybody, welcome to the Wednesday Word, which means what? Means, well, obviously it's Wednesday, and on Wednesday we do the Wednesday Word. My name is David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone. Here's what happens, just in case you weren't sure. On Wednesdays, I'm going to crack open a dictionary. I've got a list of about 180 some odd words that are success themed, success motivated. I'm going to take these words, I'm going to look them up. Let's understand the definition of the word. Let's understand where they came from. Let's understand what we can do with these words in our sales, in our business, and our life. The hashtag of the Wednesday Word is Wednesday Wisdom. So what kind of wisdom can we pull out of these things, and why does this even exist? First lesson I learned when I started studying Grant Cardone back in 2003. Selling is a conversation. Power comes from the words that you use. So if you are alive to some degree, you are in sales. If you are living, you use words. So what do they mean? How are we using them? Let's understand them, right? Makes sense to me. So let's get into today's word, okay? This week's word, wasn't on my original list. It actually showed up rather unannounced last week. It was brought to my attention by a guy named Glenn Miller. No, not the big band leader. Rather, client success representative at Cardone Training Technologies. He drops and then defines this word in a recent meeting that we were having. And then as he broke it down, I knew, this is a Wednesday word just waiting to happen. And why wait, right? Why put it at the end of the list? Let's do it now when it's fresh and it got me all excited, okay? So, today's word, are you ready? This week's word, immerse. Yeah, immerse. I-M-M-E-R-S-E, immerse. It's a verb. So, going into this word, there are a few different meanings and connotations. And so, what I want to make sure of is that you hear, from me, that you hear this, that it is a verb, means it's an action that you take. This word is about doing, and it's about action. It's also, when you look at the word verb, a state of being, which is a word like verb. Here's the definition of verb. Verb, a word used to describe an action, state, or occurrence. So I want you to just start thinking with that now as we look at the definition of immerse. Immerse, dip or submerge in a liquid. Immerse the paper in water for 20 minutes. Also could mean baptize. Baptize someone by immersion in water. Also, to involve oneself deeply in a particular activity or interest. She immersed herself in her work. You immerse yourself in, you just fill in that blank. That one's about you. When you use this word in a sentence and as an example, what do you immerse yourself in? More on that later. Etymology of immerse. To plunge into, ergo a fluid, that showed up around the 15th century. It implied in immersed. And it comes from Latin, immersus. It's a past participle of immergere. Means to plunge in, dip into, sink, submerge. Figuratively, with that of study, work, passion, that didn't show up until the 1660s, okay? But it's from in, meaning in, and then merge, meaning to dip, okay? So what do we do with it? Now what? Okay, here's an action idea for you. Let's go all the way back to 2016, a tweet from Grant Cardone, and another hashtag to go with Wednesday Wisdom, hashtag hack learning. And in the tweet, Grant says, he opens the tweet with hack learning, hashtag hack learning, and then he says, immerse yourself in studying someone and go deep rather than by studying many a little. Jack of all trades, master of none. Which then elicits to me, that's not what he just said in that tweet. He said the exact opposite, right? Which elicited for me the famous Bruce Lee quote, which is, I fear not the man who's practiced 10,000 kicks once. Rather, I fear the man who's practiced one kick 10,000 times. That would be some real immersion. So back to my question from earlier. What do you immerse yourself in now? Do you need to immerse yourself in something better? Come on, be honest with yourself right now. Have you ever inventoried your time? You ever done that exercise? I've been doing this with my coaching clients lately. So try this. Okay? Go ahead and inventory the last 72 hours of your life. Like, get a notepad, break out an Excel sheet, literally 1 to 72 each hour, account for every single one. Inventory out the last 72 hours of your life and see what you're actually immersed in right now. And then use that. Use that to figure out, hey, what can I chop away here? What can I cut? What are some things on this list? You're going to have 72 hours line itemed out, inventoried. What are some things on this list that just probably aren't serving me right now? And then what can I replace it with? What can I pull out? I mean, were you on the podcast on Monday? Did you hear what we talked about in terms of time management? Like, what can I get rid of? What can I just chuck, cut, slice, dice, remove? 86 from the joint. And then more importantly, you want to meet the devil, have white space in your calendar. Right? So don't just chop it out. You got to replace it with something. What activities could you replace it with that would serve you, move you closer to your goals and dreams? What, if I go back to that other question, do you need to immerse yourself in right now? Think about it. Spend some high quality time on that one. And that is a wrap for your Wednesday word. Let's get in. Let's drop that little nugget. Let's get out. Okay. What did you get from today? What do you need to immerse yourself in more? Did you learn something new? Did you understand that word a little bit better? You got some wisdom now to take in and plug into your sales and your business and your life. If you are getting something out of the Wednesday word, make sure you've subscribed. If this benefited you today, make sure that you share it out. Get this out on the Twitter. Get this out on LinkedIn. Get this out on Facebook. Wherever it is that you spend some time on social media, make sure that you've shared the podcast out so other people can benefit from it as well. Thank you again for listening. Appreciate you being here. First timers, welcome. People that have been with me for a while, thank you so much for that. And I'm going to leave you with the words of Grant Cardone like I always do. Be great, because nothing else pays. See you soon.